Hello everyone, I am Shruti Chakraborty, a teacher trainee of B.Ed second semester from Siliguri Tarai B.Ed College, and today I'll be discussing some of my points on the chapter about articles of English grammar from class 9 syllabus, and it is from ICSE. The articles, as we know, there are three, namely a, an, and the. So in our video, we'll be going through one article at a time, and I'll be discussing how to use them and where not to use them, so that everyone, they don't make mistakes, and keep these highlighted points in your head so that you can do better in your grammar examinations. Now, to begin with, we know that there are three articles, namely a, an, and the. So somewhere, if you're using a, as in we call it a, so if you're saying the sun, okay, the correct form is the sun, but if you're using it as a sun or an sun, that will be very, very incorrect. So these small nuances here and there we have to keep in mind so that we don't make any mistakes. So going through the video, we'll be learning all such things. A and an are called indefinite article as it does not point out any particular or definite person or thing. That is, it does not point out to any particular thing. It is not specific and it can be anything. That is the meaning of indefinite. Next, for example, I saw a boy riding a horse. So it does not mention which boy or which horse. So that's why it is indefinite. Whereas the is called definite article as it is used when we speak of some particular person. For example, this is the boy I saw, which is specifying that the boy is this one, okay, or he is the boy. It's not indefinite, or it's not like vague. The idea is not vague or unclear because this is the boy. They are telling this is the boy. Now, coming down to rules of usage, where are we supposed to use a, where are we supposed to use an and the? So there are certain rules that we have to follow. For example, for using the article a, we use it before a word which begins with a consonant. Consonant is something where there are, like, excluding the vowels a, e, I, o and u. So excluding these, other than these, whatever English alphabets are there, those are known as consonants. So before a word which begins with a consonant, we can use a. Then before such vowels are these, as I said, before such vowels which have the sound of u. For example, a useful book. So it has the sound, this letter has the sound of u. Then a European. So it cannot be an European. You might think that there is a vowel, that's why we are supposed to use an, but it is not the case. So it has a sound of u. You have to remember this sound. Wherever there is this sound, we have to use a. Next, before the word one, which begins with the consonant sound wa. Okay, so the sound is wa. Example, a 1 rupee note. So the sound of this is wa. A one-way road. So the sound is coming as I said, wa. Next, we move on to our second article, which is an. So an is used with, words starting with a vowel. For example, a, e, I, o, u. As we said earlier, that a is used with consonant. Similarly, an is used with a vowel. A, e, I, o, u. For example, an enemy, where e is the vowel, an umbrella, u is the vowel, an Englishman, e is the vowel. So these are the examples. Next, we use an with words beginning with a silent h sound. So we have to look for a h sound which is silent. That is, we don't pronounce it as hat, where h is there, but something like honor, where the sound of h is silent, but having the sound of the vowel o. So for example, an r. So you can see, we don't say an hour, right? We say an r, where this h is silent and this sound of the vowel is prominent, okay, right? Then an honest man, H word is silent, whereas it is honest, that is H is silent, but the sound we hear is of O. Then an heir, heir is someone who inherits your property or something. So we find that this is silent, but we pronounce it in this way, an heir. Now the third article is the. When we refer to a particular person or thing, we use the. For example, let's go to the club. So obviously if we are mentioning the club, that means this is a definite club. It is not any club. So this is a club which we know. So that's why we say that it is definite, and that's why we use the definite article the. Next, we use the when a singular noun is used to indicate a whole class. For example, the dog is a faithful animal. So here we are not like mentioning which dog, whose dog, but we are using a singular noun, that is one dog, okay, and we are indicating, using dog, we are indicating that all the dogs are faithful animals. So this is also very definite in nature. Next, we use the before the names of rivers, seas, oceans, gulfs, mountains, etc. For example, the Ganges, the Thames, the Himalayas, the Yamunas. It can be anything which is name of a river, sea, ocean, gulfs or mountains, because it indicates that definite mountain or that definite river. It does not point out anything in vague. Next, we use it before the names of newspapers and sacred books. For example, the Statesman, the Vedas. It can be any newspaper or sacred book, and we use the because it is definite. It is pointing to one of its own kind. For the directions, for example, the east, the north, the south, the west, like that. Then we use the before the names of races or nations. For example, the Hindus, the Muslims, the English, etc. We also use the before adjectives in superlative degree and before ordinal numeral adjectives. For example, this is the best book. So best here is the superlative degree, okay, of good. January is the first month of the year. So we are here using number which is ordinal. So that is saying us January is the first month of the year. Next, we use the before an adjective when the noun is understood. Example, the rich should help the poor, which says that the rich should help the poor, that the haves should help the have-nots. Next, there are certain points that we have to remember, that is omission or removal of the article. So where do we use all this kind of things? So before proper nouns like names of cities, country, persons, peaks, streets, days of week, months, etc. For example, we don't say the Delhi or the Madras, right? These are the names of cities. We just use the name as it is. We don't use any kind of articles, that is a, an or the. Next, names of materials like gold, silver, cotton and silk. If individually these elements are used in a conversation, we don't say the gold or the silver, okay. We just maybe at times we say this is made of gold. So there is no use of any article. Abstract nouns used in general sense. For example, health, wisdom, honesty. So when we use these in a general sense, for example, honesty is the best policy. So we don't use the honesty is the best policy because it is not required. So we don't put a article, okay. Then arts and sciences. For example, painting is a fine art. So we don't say the painting. The painting would specify something definite. So we use only painting in a universal sense of art. Phrases consisting transitive verbs like to catch fire, to take breath, to set foot. We don't say to set a foot, or we don't say to take a breath, but we use it in these phrases kind of format. Next, phrases consisting of a preposition. For example, by day, by air, to market, etc. So
sometimes we should say that, like teachers say us that please submit your work by day, or or the I bought a ticket by air, something like that. So we always have to remember these many points where we don't use any kind of article. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These 6 points need to be remembered, that where we don't use any kind of articles.
So to conclude everything, I would like to say that nouns, other than that, preposition, verbs, and articles, as we did today, these are very important things that form the basic structure of grammar. I hope everyone has taken some guidelines from it and you have noted down the points. And this will not only help in your examinations, but it will help a lot even in your normal day-to-day conversation skills. The articles that we use are very important, as it is the basic basic structure, or the just like we fill a mold, similarly this is the mold that we have to understand and we have to learn. And by doing this, I hope that lot of your grammatical errors and mistakes will be soon cleared out. So that's all for today. I hope you have learned much from this video lesson that I have given.